Hello there, everybody. This is Major Shepherd again. Can you guess what I'm playing? That's right, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. For those of you who don't know, this is a vampire game, as you can tell. It was made like, 2004, I think. Yeah, quite a while ago. And it's a pretty good game. I mean, I've played it. I've already completed it once, so I won't remember everything. I just remember like what the basic story is, but I don't remember every single thing. And yeah, it's pretty good. So I thought I'd record myself playing it. I mean, I finished Final Fantasy 8, so I thought I just thought I'd just play this as well now. So you've got two videos to watch. You can either watch my Final Fantasy 8 one or this one. Don't worry, I'll still be recording Final Fantasy 8 videos, maybe somewhere like next week or something. But yeah, I'm going to start doing this one as well now. Right, let's do this. New game. The world of darkness is a place of ever-present commodity, perhaps too present. Ah, right, now, for those of you who have played the game, you would notice that this isn't in the game. Let me explain. It's a mod. Now don't worry, it's not like one of those ones that change everything. It's just a unofficial patch. It's these groups of guys came together and started patching the game, so then it would have not as many glitches or problems that it had. They fixed quite a lot of stuff, and they've added things to it. You know, like they've added new abilities, new way to create classes like now, where you have to answer questions. And yeah, basically made the game better. They even improved some of the models, I think. I've just got the latest one, the latest patch, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, a new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions, or go directly to the character sheet and create your own? Just to show you, I'll probably do the questions and then I'll make my character. You know, myself. Would you like your character to be male or female? Well, I'm a guy, and all the other people will probably do females, so I'm probably going to be a guy as well. You're in a convenience store looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Do you sneak up behind him, disarm him, and proceed to beat him senseless? Or quietly make your way to the bathroom and lock yourself in? Well, the first one. I'm not going to hide. You'll probably still find me. You're outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. You know the collector who won it. You've been into his house. Do you get a few drinks into him later on and persuade him to sell it to you? Wait until he leaves, find a spare key and make it look like a robbery. Write an unflattering critique on the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try to unload it. What? I'll do the first one. It's probably the least aggressive or whatever. An intruder has broken in your house and has entered your room, or the room. You have no choice but to confront him. Do you overpower him and wrestle them to the ground, breaking as many pones as possible? Pones? Grab the heavy lamp next to your bed and smash their face in, or grab your gun and fire into them. Grab my gun. I don't actually have a gun, but yeah. As you're walking home late at night, you hear footsteps, glance back, and suddenly realise someone is following you. Do you try to confront them, or duck behind a tree to lose them? I turn to confront them. Being a night person, well, I guess I am. I'm more of like a morning and night person, so I'm an everyday man. You watch a lot of late night TV movies. I do, actually. 3 movies are on. Which one do you watch? Fist of the Monkey King, a wire-fu film with that scene where Wu beats 20 armed men with his bare hands. Sword of the Bushi, Japanese where a lone samurai cuts a path through a gang of Yakuza. Or Sergeant Murderstein 3, the cop that doesn't play by the rules takes on the drug cartel that kidnapped his daughter with only his trusty 44 to back him up. I'll definitely watch the third one. That sounds awesome. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? It may be cruel for you, but for me it's been hilarious, because I keep it a secret. You have no idea of the truths I've learned. I'll go with the first one. I try to look at the bright things of life. You have embraced by the Malkavian. Inflicted with insanity, Malkavians use their madness to provide them with surprising and sometimes disturbing insights. The inner voice may tell them someone's true intent, or may betray them completely. I don't think so. I mean, Malkavian, it's like there's these clans that you can play as. Each are different things, so they have different abilities. Malkavians are basically the mental class. They're insane. Like, you could just be walking along and then all of a sudden a lampshade will be talking to you. Or the TV guy on the TV will be going like, hey, do you know anything about vampires? It's like, what? I think there are already videos, or tons of videos, that people play as Malkavians, and they're quite funny. It's really, really good. You want to watch someone play Malkavian, watch them. Malkavian, for me, I'm not mental. Well, I am, but I'm not that mental that things talk to me. I talk to myself. Although that doesn't sound like a good thing, but still. See what happens when I click OK. OK. Have been now determined and entered into the character sheet, which you'll see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you make changes to the character or simply play as it is. These are your attributes and abilities, which feats are derived from. Attributes and your inherent character traits are broken into 3 categories. Physical, social, mental. Abilities are things you learn and also are broken into 3 categories: talent, skills, and knowledge. Okay then. Members of the insane Malkavian clan possess a dark intellect, and so your strongest attribute is mental. See, intellect is just called mental instead of intellect. In which you have 2 points. You can spend. You're going to spend 1 point on a social point, blah blah blah. This is basically just telling you how to put stuff in your talents. Feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived from adding an attribute and an ability. An example would be the feat of lockpicking, which is derived from the attribute dexterity and security. Hovering over the mouse pointer over a feat will highlight the attribute and the ability upon which it is dependent. You are a member of the Malkavian, cursed with incurable sanity. The Malkavians are freed from the confines of rationality, and this freedom is coupled with an uncanny insight, a strange wisdom that cannot be perceived by the sane. I guess I kind of do have that, but I'm not going to play as this. All specs, aura perception, dementation, madness channeling, and obfuscate, which is invisibility. Humanity. 7 is the norm, 10 is saintly, and the lower you closer to become the beast. Also, the lower your humanity, the greater your chances of frenzying. When a vampire goes into frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all living things. However, as you gain experience, you can spend experience points to increase your humanity. The Masquerade violations. The Masquerade is a code by which many vampires unlive. Unlive. Anytime a vampire is seen doing a supernatural act by a mortal, it is considered a Masquerade violation. You have 5 chances, and each strike you will have repercussions. If you commit 5 Masquerade violations, you will be dealt with harshly. I think that means if you do special abilities and stuff, and you do it too many times, it's game over. Game over, man! Game over! Auto level, that basically just tells you that it does it automatically. And yeah, that's basically it. Yes, I'm sure. Right, okay. In the next video, I will actually be making my character. That was just to show off that questionnaire. I won't be using it. I won't be doing the choice. As I said, if you want to watch someone play a Malkavian, go find a video that has a Malkavian in it. You know, they probably do it a lot better than what I can do. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys, where we'll be making my character.